Welcome back to Amazing Model Cars. I'm very sorry for the big gap between the last unboxing video and this video, but it's okay because I'm back with the first of the Christmas reviews, which is of this Maisto Bugatti Chiron. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Looking at the front of this car, it's actually quite nice. The grille isn't fully perforated, but I mean, it's okay. It's pretty good for a Maisto. The front splitter is the dark blue color, while the rest of the car is light blue. You have the little silver accents right here and around the grille, and the headlights actually look quite nice. From this profile, I mean, the car, it looks pretty nice. The hood sits pretty well with the rest of the body. I mean, there's a bit of a gap there, but not too major. So I'd say the front of this car is actually looking pretty good so far. When we move to the side, the first thing you'll notice are these chrome wheels, which in my opinion are actually quite nice. They have the little EB logo right there and then Bugatti on the caliper. The discs go through the calipers, which is pretty unusual for Maistos. I only have one other Maisto that actually does this, and I've already had a review on that one. It's a 488 GTB. So I really like that. When you move to the mirrors, the top of the mirror is the dark blue, while the bottom is the light blue, and then it has that little silver line on it. And the camera won't focus, that's great. Okay, there we go. As you can tell, there's a bit of like paint chipping there, but it's nothing too major. The door handle, I gotta compliment this because it's done really well. It looks really nice. Right here, the paint kind of spilled over, and in my opinion that doesn't look too good, but it's okay. The carbon fiber is, in all honesty, it looks really good on camera, but in person it's not good at all. They did a really good job with this little chrome line. I don't even know what to call that, but they did a nice job with that. It fits pretty well with the car. And then when we move back here, same thing with the rear wheel. The intake is okay here, but again, that paint spilling over. On the other side, it has the same thing, so it might just be like a factory defect, or maybe it's supposed to be there, but it looks very out of place. So yeah, the side of this car looks pretty nice, apart from that one little issue. But as you all know, the rear of the Chiron is the best part. You have this awesome brake light here, and the turn signals, the big exhaust. Thankfully, this doesn't have the US spec bumper, which would ruin the entire car. Have these ginormous intakes, which are done pretty nicely. The carbon fiber, again, looks good on camera. You have the little EB logo right there. That looks pretty nice. The Chiron license plate, the exhaust, the huge diffuser, and rear tires. All looks very nice there. The rear spoiler sits pretty flush with the body work, and the paint has like nice finish to it. It's not perfect, but it's also not awful. I really like the tail light here. I think they did a really good job with that. So with the exterior out of the way, let's move on to the trunk. So you're probably thinking this trunk is only partially open, but no, that's how much it opens. That's it. And that is a huge complaint of mine. It doesn't open very far at all, and it kind of drives me insane. The inside of the trunk, just like every other normal car. However, it's an interesting kind of plastic. It's still plastic, but it's not like the same plastic that you get on a lot of them. More okay-ish carbon fiber here. Trunk, though, it's pretty boring, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, that trunk not opening a lot, it kind of drives me insane. Sadly, unlike Auto Art, Maisto did not decide to add some super creative way to look at the engine, so you can't get to that. However, they do have a rear spoiler, which is, I'm gonna be honest, really awful looking when it's up. It just looks really fake, and it just doesn't look right. the Auto Art spoiler is a lot better. Now, granted, I can't really compare a Maisto to an Auto Art because they're completely different things, but I mean, I really think that they could have done a better job with this spoiler. It doesn't stay level. See, now it's like giving some kind of a weird look. So I mean, it's okay. It's nice that they added it, but I think they should have put a bit more effort into designing that. So now for the interior. And the interior, you can get to it by just opening this door. However, the door is not very good at opening. It's kind of like the trunk where it opens a tiny little bit. And I mean, it's just big enough that I can like get my finger in there. It's really, really a small gap right there. When you look at the interior though, for a Maisto, it's really nice. You have more of that okay carbon fiber. It's all plastic, of course, but it has, actually no it doesn't. It has completely regular plastic on the floor, not the same interesting plastic from the trunk. The steering wheel looks really nice with the black on the top and the bottom. The gauge cluster and the center console all look super nice. Air vents. If we look down there, you can see they did actually add the little speed key insert area. Seat belts, which are the same color as the rest of the interior. And then the seats, seat buckles. So yeah, I mean, it's not that bad. I'm gonna be honest. It's a pretty nice interior for a Maisto. Even though we can't get to the engine, you can still see a bit of it because it's a Bugatti. You got W16 and then 1500 for horsepower. It actually goes pretty in depth right there. So I'd say that's actually pretty nice. This is definitely one of the best Maistos I've seen in a long time. But yeah, I actually really do like it. So time to give it a rating. I would rate this car from a 1 to 10 in terms of detail. A low, I don't know, 3 or 4. But for a Maisto, I'd put it at a 9 or 10 because it's really good for Maistos. The proportions are all pretty nice on it. And they're not perfect, but they're still pretty nice. I want to say this car goes for around $35 or $40. So if you have that money and you want a Bugatti, definitely go pick this up because it's really nice for the money. Of course, I got this one as a gift, but yeah, it's super nice. And really, the only complaint I have are the trunk and doors not opening a lot, and I have like a paint defect here, little bump. But apart from that, it's a very nice model for a very reasonable price. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next week. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.